G'day YouTube. Welcome first timers, and thank you for coming back, those that are regulars. Your boy Bomber rolling tonight, Saturday night in Sydney. What is it, like the, can't even see that, 15th of December or something. I'm going to head in, see what the sights are, yeah? Let's keep watching. One of the things you need to do before you go rolling around, especially if it's been a while, is to do the air pressure. So I've looked at the manual and it says that 36 psi at the front and 40 at the rear. So let's test that. Oh, kpg, I don't know what that is. Sorry. Come on. Okay, here we go. Unit of measure 33, 36. So I just wait for it. Okay, so now let's do the rear. Says 36 on the gauge. Check that out. I don't think I had my finger in there properly. There we go. 36. Pumping the air. So anyway, it's not a bad night. Yeah, there you go, flashing 40. She's all done. I like the way the Harley Davidson, the valves are actually set off to the side there. I don't know if you can see that, but makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to head in the direction of the city and see if there's any life and see what commentary I can make. Let's do this, eh? Yeah, boy. So these glasses that I'm wearing, they're actually a yellow tint, and the issue with the yellow tint is that everything's a bit of an odd colour. The white lights are yellow, the greens are still green, the reds go to a bit of an orangey kind of a colour, but anyway, this is just a boring road, guys, so I'm going to stop here and then I'll come back and see what's happening on the other end of this road. So I'm in the Sydney suburb now of Newtown, almost central to the city. As you can see, it's pretty lively around here. Some would say it's the hippie area, the culturally diverse area maybe. But yeah, people are around, it's not too bad. While I got ya, something I wanted to talk about was Uber drivers and the such, and how annoying they are. We know that Uber drivers, what they do is they drive around with like 100% care for their passenger, which means they're shit drivers, mate. They're slow, they're dangerous on the road, they're not actually professionals, whereas at least cab drivers are professionals. Taxi drivers are all professional drivers. I've been on the road for longer, but Uber could be any Joe Blow who's, you know, coming off a retirement plan or someone looking for a bit extra cash, and what they do is they decide to drive. And mate, fuck, tell you what, it really is annoying. It really is annoying. But anyway, let me know what you think. That's just from my experience. I mean, I commute to work sometimes on the bike as well. I do catch public transport, but just see that little Uber sticker in the back window, and you just know you've got to be prepared for anything, like a random turn, you know, a stop in the middle of nowhere. They're looking for a street, looking for someone to pick up standing on the corner. It's dangerous. Something that annoys me about these pedals here is because they've been changed, the distance between there and there is actually quite small, so my shoe only just fits in there. Alright, I've got a good pair of shoes on. They're not riding shoes, but still, even though I like the general setup and layout and look of the bike, in relation to the gauge, one thing I don't like is that for me to actually have a good look at it, I need to look down. I would have preferred if it was kind of angled up a bit more. Yeah, sorry, what was I talking about? Yeah, so if it was angled up a bit more, so your eyes don't have to come off the road ahead. That's the university up ahead there, UTS, University of Sydney or something. This area is called Broadway, and it's near Central Station, which is the largest station in Sydney. What's this little thing? An old Holden Gemini maybe or something. Looks like it's got a bit of work done to it. It's got some gauges there. Little green thing, actually might be what they call a Tirana, I think. Let's see. I can't hear it over my wide. Oh, whatever it is, it's got a rotary motor in it. Oh, heavy on the brakes, pal. So today's the first day of the official tram service in Sydney. They've rebuilt these lines, and as you can see there, yeah, they run from the central city all the way south, I think. So Sydney had trams 100 years ago or something. They got rid of the lines, and now they've just spent a couple of $1 billion putting them all back in. Come on, mate. Shit driver. So what I'm going to do now is take you to what was called King's Cross previously, and I think now it's been called Potts Point. So the state government here has changed the naming of it, because in the 80s and 90s King's Cross was a hot spot for drugs, prostitution, yeah, it was where all the nasty stuff was getting done. So instead of, it was known as the Cross, instead of calling it the Cross, they've changed it now. So let's go see if there's any life there. Previous video, I came here during the day many moons ago when I had my 48, and we had a look around. So let's see what it's like now, and as you can see there, I'm approaching Coca-Cola sign. Apparently there's only a few of these around the world. Times Square, Tokyo, Sydney, London maybe as well. Yeah, so in my older video, I think that was getting actually pulled apart, the Coca-Cola sign, because it wasn't LED, it was just old I don't know what you call the standard lighting, anyway, fluorescent lights. Yeah, now it's been changed. So let's have a look. A few people around. I expected to see more considering it's coming out to the Christmas period. So there's still a couple of nightclubs, sort of strip joints around here. Yeah, still a couple of boys on the door. But it was notorious in the 90s, or was it ever? Showgirls. Yeah, there'd be girls standing on the street, up for sale. How much, love? It's changed a bit. There's the famous fountain. I wouldn't mind getting up on the footpath to take a photo. Probably a bit too busy now, and if police were to come, I'd probably get in trouble. Plus there's no real pathway up. Yeah, I'm just looking for a bit of a gutter there or somewhere I can climb, but I don't think it's going to happen. Whoa, look at the size of that. So this is a naval base down here. So this is a Navy base down here. Look at the size of that, can you see? Yeah, not too bad, eh? In the middle of the harbour. There's another one in front of it, and there's a smaller one down the back there. Let's go see. That's pretty cool. I don't know if these are actually warships or not. That one looks like it might be something. Yeah. So what am I approaching now? There's another little one. So I'm approaching one of Sydney's famous pie shops called Harry's Cafe de Wheels. This is one of the first that was here. Usually it's a bit of a hangout. Yeah, there's a few people there. There's two Navy ships side by side there. Where can I go? Here's another Uber bloke trying to do his drive. Put his blinker one way, went the other way. Fantastic work, buddy. Yeah. For those of you who watch Royal Jordanian, he's always been one of my favourite motovloggers. He's a damn good rider, plus he's got good quality. Very basic concept, I suppose. He actually just rides and films himself. Sometimes he has other little information sessions, but yeah, in Sydney it's a bit more difficult to do that kind of riding. It's not necessarily set out that way, the city. We're not like London or any other part of England where he rides. It's a bit more spaced out here. The roads tend to loop around. The city's not as dense. Even on an evening like this, where it's now like 9 o'clock or something, 9:30, I can still feel the heat radiating from the motor. That's the worst thing about these things. The fact that I just took off in second gear doesn't help, but anyway. I think this road will take me down to Sydney's famous Opera House. So let's go down and have a look. The Royal Mint or something used to be where they made all the money. State Parliament House. I think also the library and the museum are here. Old heritage buildings. I really don't think the camera does this place much justice. It's a lot much prettier, especially during the day. But anyway, that entire row is all taxis. A couple of 100 meters worth. Wow. So we are approaching. I won't remember to get too much closer. I'll go down a roundabout, do a loop and come back up. But yeah, it's quite large actually. I've come here, brought my missus and kids down here previously, just to chill out during the day. Fair few tourists here. I don't have any locals come here. There is a couple of watering holes or pubs and whatever around underneath. I'm guessing that's where most of the people spend their time. Sydney's famous harbour bridge there as well. Yeah. So while this video is rolling and you are hopefully enjoying, don't forget to give me a subscribe, hit that button, yeah. If you want to give me a like, up to you. If you want to leave a comment, again, it's up to you. It's for free, doesn't cost you anything. So yeah, I'd appreciate the subscriber numbers. I think I'm getting close to 500. Let's see who is going to be that 500th, eh? So Sydney has something they call Hyde Park, which is supposedly the same as Central Park. It's not bad inside, it's pretty nice. A lot of little paths, little pathways, little walkways and stuff like that. A couple of fountains. There is a war memorial as well. I'll see if I can go past that. I'll give you a look at it. Should be in the next block because it's broken up in two halves. So that's one half of it. And then there's a road that crosses here, and then there's another half down there as well. So this is a bus lane. Can be used by buses, taxis, hire vehicles, and also motorcycles, which is good. Helps us get through the traffic a lot quicker. Not that there's any traffic right now, but generally. So there's the part of the war memorial in there, and there's a couple of features. I'd really like to see if I can pull up in front of it. Again, Sydney's not very friendly when it comes to just stopping randomly and taking photos. No, there's work getting done. Yeah, there's still work getting done. Come through this part of Sydney here so I can jump onto the expressway and head back down to my place because I live south of here. This is Oxford Street, better known for its gay and lesbian community, or sorry, LGBTI, maybe? QI, I think, yeah. So all the shops around here would sell that kind of stuff, clothing and whatever. Alright, so that brings us to another end of an episode with your boy Bomber. Thank you for tagging along. Remember guys, hit me up with that subscribe button while I put my shades back on. And yeah, see you on the next one, eh? Obviously was on his phone, that's why he was so far back. Little bit more. There you go. There you go. Just like that. Come on, come on. You know you want to. Come on. Come on. I know I want to. Why do you know? Woohoo! Fuck yeah. Come on, Mr. Subaru, let's see what you got. What, you got a big wing on, have ya? Come on. This is how we do it. Yeah, baby. No Golf R, no WRX, nothing, baby. Harley Davidson, all the way. Alright, so I can start to feel some raindrops now. So I'm increasing the tempo to get home. I've never ever ridden this bike in the rain. I don't like it, I don't want it. Back. Stupid pre-planer. I'm being a bit reckless. But the raindrops are definitely heavier. Okay, so it must have just been a passing passing rain, bit of cloud. I've gone through it now, it's no longer raining where I am, but it could be catching up to me. So this time it's the end of our episode, and thank you.